Senate will come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Senators Baisley, Bridges, Buckner, Coleman, Cutter, Danielson, Exum, Fields,
Excused.
Gardner, Janal,
Oh, excused.
Gonzalez, Hanson, Henriksen, Jaquez Lewis, Kirkmeyer, Kolker, Liston, Lundeen, Marchman, Moreno,
Excused.
Mullica. Pelton B. Pelton R. Priola. Rich. Roberts. Rodriguez. Simpson. Smallwood. Sullivan. Van Winkle. Will. Winter. Zenzinger. Mr. President.
Here. The morning roll call is 32 present, 0 absent, 3 excused. We have a quorum. Senator Pelton, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you, Mr. President. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the journal. Senator Pelton.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's Friday, people. Let's get this done in a hurry, so if you say aye, we'll get her over quicker. So with that, I move the Senate Journal of Thursday, January 26, 2023, be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? The ayes have it. That motion is adopted. Senate Services.
January 27, 2023, correctly enrolled, Senate Joint Memorial 1.
Committee reports.
January 26, 2023, Committee on Local Government and Housing. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 35 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. January 26, 2023, Committee on Business, Labor, and Technology. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 26 be postponed indefinitely. January 26, 2023, Committee on Business, Labor, and Technology. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 19 be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation, with a recommendation that it be placed on the consent calendar. January 26, 2023, the Committee on Business, Labor, and Technology. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 51 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation. January 26, 2023, the Committee on Business, Labor, and Technology. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 6 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. January 26, 2023, the Committee on Health and Human Services. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 31 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. Senate Bill 26, January 26, 2023, Committee on Health and Human Services. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 9 be postponed indefinitely. January 26, 2023, the Committee on State Veterans and Military Affairs. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 21 be postponed indefinitely. January 26, 2023, Committee on State Veterans and Military Affairs. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 30 be postponed indefinitely. January 26, 2023, the Committee on Agriculture and Natural Resources. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 32 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. January 26, 2023, the Committee on Agriculture and Natural Resources. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 10 be referred to the Committee of the Whole with favorable recommendation. January 26, 2023, the Committee on Agriculture and Natural Resources. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 5 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation.
Introduction of memorials.
Senate Memorial 1 by Senator Rodriguez, memorializing former Senator Don Sandoval.
Senator Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Memorial 001 lay over 1 day and under Senate Rule 30B until Monday, January 30th, 2023.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and that memorial will lay over 1 day under the rules until Monday, January 30th, 2023. Senator Andy Kerr will be fined $1 for not wearing a coat. And let's all welcome Andy back to the chamber. Right. Commissioner Kerr. They don't have the standards that we have here in this Senate chamber. Introduction of bills.
Senate Bill 67, Senator Coleman, concerning recidivism reduction program for persons sentenced to the Department of Corrections, facilitated by program participants in partnership with Department of Corrections staff.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 68 by Senators Pelton, R., and Exum, concerning modifications to the operations of a public hospital board of trustees created by a board of county commissioners.
Local government and housing.
Senate Bill 69, Senators Hendrickson and Will, concerning the requirements to operate a motorboat in the state.
Transportation and energy.
Senate Bill 70, Senator Kolker, concerning school resource officer training.
Education.
Senate Bill 71, Senator Danielson, Representative Garcia, concerning allowing school districts the right to judicial review of the Education Accountability Act of 2009.
Education.
Senate Bill 72, Senators Rodriguez, Representatives Epson Soper, concerning the continuation of the Defense Council on First Appearance Grant Program and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations in the 2022 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 73, Senators Van Winkle and Moreno, Representative Michelson Janae, concerning the continuation of the EPIC, Evidence-Based Practices Implementation for Capacity Advisory Board, and in connection therewith implementing the recommendation in the 2022 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies to repeal the advisory board.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 74, Senators Van Winkle and Janal, Representatives Froelich and Doherty, concerning continuing human trafficking prevention training and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations contained in the 2022 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 75, Senators Fields and Exum, Representative Ricks, concerning the deletion of children's identifying information from criminal justice records released to the public.
Judiciary.
Senate Bill 76, Senators Coleman and Marchman, Representatives McLaughlin and Vigil, concerning the continuation of the Colorado Youth Advisory Council and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations in the 2022 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Education.
Senate Bill 77, Senator Hinrichsen, concerning prohibiting the inclusion of certain terms in broker engagement contract.
Local government and housing.
Senate Bill 78, Senators Fields and Van Winkle, Representative Judah and Lynch, concerning warranty reimbursement made by a motor vehicle manufacturer to monitor vehicle dealers.
Business, labor, and technology.
Senate Bill 79, Senator Liston, concerning the inclusion of nuclear energy as a source of clean energy.
Transportation and energy. Message from the governor.
January 6, 2023, to the Honorable Colorado Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, pursuant to the powers conferred upon me by the Constitution and laws of the State of Colorado, I have the honor to designate, appoint, and submit to your consideration the following members of the State Board of Human Services for a term expiring March 1, 2023. Tamara Pogue of Dillon, Colorado, to serve as a county commissioner, occasioned by the resignation of Mary Melton of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Appointed sincerely, Jared Polis, Governor.
Announcements. Oh, apologies. That appointment will go to Health and Human Services.
January 26, 2023, to the Honorable Colorado Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, pursuant to the powers conferred upon me by the Constitution and laws of the State of Colorado, I have the honor to designate, appoint, and submit to your consideration the following member of the Board of Trustees for Metropolitan State University of Denver for a term expiring December 31st, 2023. Olivia Mendoza of Lakewood, Colorado, occasioned by the resignation of Mario Carrera of Lone Tree, Colorado. Appointed sincerely, Jared Polis, Governor.
Education. Committee reports.
January 26, 2023, Mr. President, the Committee on Agriculture and Natural Resources has had under consideration and has had a hearing on the following appointments and recommends that the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirm members of the Colorado Water Resources and Power Development Authority for terms expiring October 1st, 2026. Bruce Whitehead of Hesperus, Colorado, to serve as a representative from the San Miguel Dolores San Juan Drainage Basin and as a representative with experience in the engineering aspects of water projects. Appointed Christopher Treese of Glenwood Springs, Colorado, to serve as a representative from the Main Colorado Drainage Basin and as a representative with experience in public health issues related to drinking water or water quality matters. Reappointed.
Announcements. Senator Pelton.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I've spoke to the majority leader and I've spoken to the minority leader. I would like to be excused on January 20th, 2023, with your permission.
You will be
January
removed
30th.
from all of the records on
Sorry,
January
sorry.
20th. He was not here.
Mr. President, I apologize, January 30th, Monday, January 30th, 2023.
Senator Pelton will be marked as excused on January 30th. Senator Pelton.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd also like to ask for a moment of personal privilege.
Granted. Members, if we could keep the... Members, can we just keep the chatter down to a little bit to have respect for the senator in the well? Granted.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to introduce Adam Gates from Yuma County, the second largest agriculture county in the state of Colorado. He's here to visit at CCI, and so I asked him to come and to see County Commissioner. Thank you.
Further announcements. Senator Buckner.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's just an introduction, so do I have to do anything special?
Nothing special, just requesting a moment of personal privilege.
Yes, I'm requesting a moment of personal privilege. I would like to introduce my new Arapahoe County Commissioner, Leslie Summy.
Hey.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Senator Jaquez Lewis.
Thank you, Mr. President. We're going to give special attention to this meeting because we don't do this very often, but we are having a joint Senate and House hearing for local government and housing on Tuesday, the 31st. We're going to have external groups come in and present to us about Prop 123. So that joint hearing will actually start at 2 p.m. The House will be meeting at 1:30 to do their business, but then as a joint committee, we will start at 2 to hear from organizations about Prop 123. We invite anyone to tune in.
Senator Simpson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I request a moment of personal privilege.
Granted.
Likewise, I have a county commissioner with me today, Commissioner Lori Lasky from Alamosa. Just to highlight, she's one of 40-plus commissioners in my Senate district. So, welcome, Lori.
Welcome to all of the commissioners roaming around this Capitol building. Will the clerk please add Senator Moreno to the roll? Good to see you, Senator Moreno. Further announcements. Senator Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask for a moment of personal privilege.
Granted.
Today is the 549th Friday since my son Alex was murdered in the Aurora Theater massacre, along with 11 others on July 20th, 2012. I know that recent mass shootings across our country continue to get all of the attention. I ask you not to forget the other 100 who will die by gun violence today and the other 200 who will be injured. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sullivan. Senator Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, as many of you know, the House is having the memorial for Representative McKean. There are seats available. If they are currently waiting for us to adjourn, so once we adjourn, if you will promptly head over there, there'll be seats next to your corresponding representatives. So please know that it's going on as soon as we adjourn. Thank you.
Senator Rodriguez, would you like to dismiss us?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate recess until 10 o'clock today.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and this... Fine. And the Senate will stand in recess until 10 a.m. today.